Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Nevis Water Department and by extension the Ministry of Water Services joined the observance of World Water Day on Tuesday, March 22nd. In his address to mark the observance, Minister of Water Services, the Honorable Spencer Brand, noted that this year's theme is groundwater, making the invisible visible.
The Nevis Island Administration, my ministry, and the Nevis Water Department are doing our part in keeping what is invisible visible by ensuring that when you turn on your tap, water flows out with good quality and reliable pressure. Over the years, we have been focusing on groundwater production and development and on optimizing our capacity in this area. It has worked well for us so far, as it is cheaper to produce than desalination, for example. In addition, unlike some islands in the Caribbean, we do not have rivers to dam and treat surface water for consumption. Therefore, we will continue to seek additional sources of water from the ground through our long-established drilling program.
Minister Brand explained that the NIA has already taken steps to increase the water storage capacity on Nevis.
We recently purchased a Florida AquaStore glass-fused 250,000 gallon storage tank, which is on island already. We have started the groundwork for its installation at Pond Hill or Zetlands in Gingerland. This will replace the current leaking fiberglass tank. This new tank will increase our water storage capacity by 70,000 gallons. The installation was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but we are almost there. You will see activities at Zetlands in the near future as we continue our water storage program, which will store water obtained from one of our larger wells at Fottergill's estate. The invisible water will become visible in the modern water storage tank, and it is done for all the residents on Nevis.
He also used the opportunity to express appreciation to past and present employees in the Ministry of Water Services.
A hearty thank you to the management and staff of the Nevis Water Department and the Water Resource Management Unit for their continued yeoman service in the production and distribution of water, the upkeep and maintenance of our water systems on Nevis, and the protection of our water resource, respectively. We do not take you and your work for granted. As you celebrate World Water Day 2022 with your colleagues on St. Kitts, in engaging in healthy sporting competitions, awareness programs, and activities, including appearing on One Radio Popular Let's Talk. Continue to remain steadfast in your duties and service to humanity. Best wishes again to all on this World Water Day 2022.
World Water Day celebrates water and raises awareness of the 2 billion people living without access to safe water. As the Department of Trade and Consumer Affairs joined the March 15th celebration of World Consumer Rights Day, the department hosted a retreat for staff members of the Departments of Consumer Affairs in St. Kitts and Nevis. The event took place at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park on March 16th.
Senior and junior officer of the Consumer Affairs offices in Nevis and in St. Kitts, thank you all for accepting the invitation to be here. We would all agree that the ambience is the perfect setting for today's function as we repair, rebuild, and reconcile on the cooperation and interrelationship of both departments. As director for the past year, I personally attach great importance to this gathering, which provides the opportunity to openly and frankly discuss valuable issues which concerns all of us. And of course, the avenue to deepen our partnership in a very practical manner. No organization can solve the challenges faced daily. It takes all of us working together, It takes all hands on board. Cooperation is a defining feature to ensure sustainability, while collaboration is a growing demand in this fast-changing environment, especially when we analyze the reasons to protect consumers.
Giving the welcome remarks, Mentrice Atherton of the Department of Trade and Consumer Affairs in Nevis outlined the goal of the exercise.
As we go through today's exercise, my wish is for you, or for us, to take these two objectives into consideration. One, to exchange views on pressing concerns that are affecting our job, and two, to strengthen our collaborative relationship. There is strength in unity. Each of us has a common goal, which is to provide a level playing field where consumers and businesses can benefit. Let us use this opportunity as a tool to build on our complementary strengths and to learn from each other's experiences. We represent a powerful entity, and to band together to deliver results to the vulnerable section of our society is important. I count on all of us to bring the best ideas to the fore and to reach a consensus.
The delegation from St. Kitts was led by Director of Consumer Affairs, Paul Quealy.
I trust and hope that this retreat today would serve as a bonding exercise to further unite both offices. And I would also like to express that we stand ready to offer any assistance which may be required to allow for both offices to adopt identical procedures as we champion the cause for the protection of consumer rights.
The retreat also featured remarks by Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley, who emphasized that events such as these ensure the public has an appreciation for the work of the Department of Trade and Consumer Affairs. Permanent Secretary Colin Dorr, who said it is also his wish to see closer collaboration between the two departments, as well as a special presentation on what is expected of the department by the event's guest speaker, Rawlinson Isaac. As part of the celebrations, the department also hosted a consumers' educational fair on March 18th to encourage consumers to know their rights before purchasing products. Meantime, to promote further awareness, the department is currently hosting a trivia contest via the Trade and Consumer Affairs Department Nevis Facebook page. Persons are invited to comment with answers to the questions posed. Prizes will be awarded to one winner daily. Achieving a sustainable development agenda requires coherent coordination of policies. This is the position of the Honourable Eric Evelyn, Minister of Environment in St. Kitts and Nevis and Chairman of the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States OECS Council of Ministers for Environmental Sustainability. Minister Evelyn was responding to a motion at the 6th OECS Assembly, which took place on March 18th at the Parliament Building in St. John's, Antigua. The shift, embracing new platforms and innovative models for leadership in sustainability, was the theme.
I wish to reiterate the Federation's commitment, St. Kitts and Nevis' commitment, to environmental stewardship and partnership across the OECS region. It is only through our collective actions, strategically using our limited resources and taking innovative risk, will we be able to successfully overcome the environmental challenges we face and will continue to face in the region. We absolutely must, as a region, hold hands and commit to fighting climate change together. And in doing so, seek to embrace new platforms and innovative models for leadership in sustainability.
The OECS Assembly provides an avenue for further discourse on common issues and positions for the region, proposed initiatives and follow-up actions. Minister Evelyn spoke to the need to engage the youth on the matter of environmental sustainability.
As we grapple with the negative impacts of climate change, and the need for all of us, individually and collectively, to do more to mitigate these impacts, we must, and I say must, seek to fully engage our young people. And it is very heartening to see so many young people here today in the assembly. We must be able to find ways to tap the creative talents of our young people to stem the tide of climate change. This must be an all-hands-on-deck approach, as we are all part of a very vulnerable region, and we are all at risk.
Minister of Environment, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, addressing the 6th OECS Assembly in Antigua. Children could pilot us into a sustainable future, says coordinator of the Sustainable Development Unit, Joyce Movin. Attending the launch of the Ines France Preschool's Recycling and Organic Garden on March 17th, Movin highlighted the project's direct contribution to attaining the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals.
As simple as this garden initiative may seem, it is cross-cutting and encompasses quite a number of the goals. It touches on goal number 2, zero hunger. We know with food production we are able to feed ourselves, which can lend to having good health and well-being, goal number 3. Additionally, this school garden looks at goal 4, quality education, as it will provide the avenue for hands-on experiences which will support the theoretical aspects of teaching, giving the children a well-rounded education.
Furthermore, she expressed hope in the children's ability to impact future generations.
While some may query the use of a preschool as a pilot and may think the children are too small or young, I see this as a plus. The earlier we get people involved, the more likely they are to be appreciative. Furthermore, at this young age, the children can be molded to become stewards of the environment, hence enabling us to protect the planet for the future.
The project's sponsors are Rodney Fleming, One Love Rastafari Movement, and Latoya Jones. Moving is encouraging the public to invest in the positive endeavors of our children, urging other groups around the island to follow suit and help to contribute to the betterment of our planet. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.